I'm not going to sleep right now. I just don't feel like working very hard right now.
We're spying on our sister. Valeria's passed out tonight.
What's the melee cap?
Really, actually, because everywhere is now in enemy land.
Valeria's passed out earlier, so
Only Rhoynar or in Valyria. That's the only places I can go. Nor else.
Fuck it. Do you want to come to the Rhine?
Sure, why not?
I know Nestor and a few others around. He wanted to do some duels, but we asked.
I see.
Oh, I have a boat and a horse. Damn it. Fuck.
What?
I have a boat and a horse here.
Your horse is carrying a boat?
No, no, I have my horse at your gate and the boat down.
but her head
By
is
the way, your back door is
there
locked.
we go.
I couldn't get up. I don't know if it's meant to be like that.
Yes, it is meant to be like that.
Shit, you know? I had to swim all the fucking way around. I'll leave.
That is what
I
that is
should
meant for.
Really? Okay, well now I know. Thank you for telling me. I guess I'll get the boat, because otherwise I'll have to come back again. I hate this shit. I need like a halfway house or something.
I'll be in
Oh,
your ally now. You marked
yeah,
that?
yeah, bring some of that.
Will do.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Say bye to your brother and sisters for me. I don't know where they are.
I don't know where they are. Either I'll have to find them.
Oh, and say thank. I think it got said earlier, but say thank you, please, on all of our behalf for coming to help. We would have been totally fucked if you didn't.
Oh yes, you would have. I'll see you soon.
So a little
See you
later
soon.
we'll go get metal, right? What else do we need to do today?
yeah, we need metal pretty bad. I need to take some more stuff up to the vault, but and probably organise it.
I noticed there was like some skins and stuff in there the other day that I went
Hey,
there.
if any of your friends want to come, tell them they can as well. It's an open invite.
Okay.
Need to check all the dragons as well for any loot that they got from the Dothraki and put it away.
Did everybody bring them back here, or did they bring them back over to the barn, do you know?
I'm not sure if I can check. I think Elrin got quite a lot of stuff on his dragon, maybe. So I'll have to check his.
Alright. My dragon's gonna be out of commission until... it's gonna be several days. 6 more days, really.
The veggie cakes definitely make a big difference.
Oh yeah, they did. That battle the other day, I was in it pretty much the whole time, other than getting stabbed. And then when I, went to the boat, well, we won't talk about that. And I had 100 veggie cakes on me. I lost only like a max of 7k health, and I think I had like, I don't know, 60 or 70 veggie cakes left by the time it was over. And I was barbed the whole time. So they work really good.
Where?
Yeah, as long as there's like a safe place to land that you can't get hit from, they're pretty good. Because when we were defending the Rhoynar against the Dothraki today, after we sacked their camp, we just flew into their walls and could hear all the way up and then go back out.
Whoa.
Oh.
Can
hi.
I go to
I didn't know you were still here.
Oh, sure. And that totally was not you on the balcony. Staring at us.
No, I was on the balcony. Were you on the balcony, Aerion?
No.
I mean, we both have ponytails. Maybe it was Aerion.
Aerion is a lot bigger than you. But are we going to Rhoynar? Do you want to come? We might have a little party.
No, I'm actually, I'm gonna have to go to sleep soon.
Okay. It's alright if I go.
It's fine if you go. I expect an escort back home, though.
I will.
Don't stay too late.
I won't stay too late. It's probably an hour and I'll probably go to sleep soon.
Alright. Don't want to take any chances of any type of retaliation while you're over there.
Oh, I know. But the Cloud Dancer will protect me.
We'll have our talk tomorrow. I'll be awake a little bit longer, so...
Okay.
I love you, sister.
I love you too. I'll see you later.
Be careful.
I will. I'll be
Cut
fine.
his head off if he hurts you.
He's not going to hurt me. He's very nice, man.
Uh-huh. I'm not kidding.
That's a whip. There we go. Ow! I'm bleeding! I'm bleeding!
Oh,
Oh god.
Cauterize!
And you pooped yourself.
See?
That's very cool.
Exactly.
a fire mage needs
I
some
could
of that
really
stuff.
use a drink. But yeah.
Yeah, you guys got a Grace over here or another healer?
We have 3. No, now we have 2 healers.
Alright, go get a
Oh,
drink. I'll
awesome.
be right back. This stuff makes you thirsty.
Then you know, give them some of these too.
Oh.
Get fucked
Oh.
up, you know? Get real messed up on those.
Ta-da!
I'm sure.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you know, if you take enough of them, you know, it'll wipe your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What?
Get real fucked up. I just gave him some, you know.
Oh. Some mushy
That'd be
rooms, huh?
cute. Yeah, well, you know, we do live in a mushroom forest. Kind of makes sense, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, that and, you know, we got to carve out a bunch of mushrooms to be able to live in them. So, I mean, we got a whole bunch of that shit laying around.
Yep, pretty much.
So, yeah, just thought we'd do a quick little drop off as a thank you for letting us live in your woods.
I'll pay you for the stuff.
Yes, it's very
Hey,
cool.
no problem at all. Alright, see y'all later.
Yeah, awesome. Enjoy it.
Oh, how's the Shinehorn doing, by the way? I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
it.
what? Oh. What, the little one you gave me?
Yes.
Oh, he's doing great. He's
The little
healthy and
one?
living.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Oh,
Hello,
that's
Woody.
good to hear.
Hey.
Elrin, I want you to drink something real quick. Where are you?
Oh, you gonna give it to him?
He's a fire mage. I think he'd appreciate
Oh.
it.
Oh, he'd like it, yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
Can it wait a couple of seconds? I have a baby dragon that is starving.
Oh, I have milk on me here. Ah!
I've already got it. I already have it.
Oh. Okay.
Ah!
Whoa.
Whoa. See ya.
But
Did you just take her hair off?
I wish you put a hat on.
Oh.
It helps so that I don't glitch in the sky.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying, but you know, it doesn't help me to like flip out when I'm flying around.
Okay. I was going to say, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't really work for you know, explanations, but yeah, that's kind of what I have to do.
Oh.
So they ain't got no
Alright,
beard
bye
covers.
now.
Bye.
Yeah. Right, but anyway, yeah. The Dothraki stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Oh wait, perhaps we should talk. I can't move that much.
I don't really get why we have to keep going to his place for meetings, but
He insults us
yeah.
when he's telling us to go there. I don't. Yet you all come into a very old dragons that you may be interested in. The thing is, how does he have those dragon eggs?
I don't know, Cascara could have gave it to him.
True. But it doesn't take away the fact that they have something that they shouldn't have. I think we should take it back.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't really say what he wants a meeting about, though.
He
Like, he doesn't exactly put in what he wants to talk about.
He does not.
Alright, I'm
That's
coming
why
in. What?
I'm going to the other
Yeah.
different houses. to
Alright,
discuss
so
it.
what did Woody want?
Actually,
Drink some of
I
that.
wanted you to drink that. Drink it.
Hello?
Isn't that cool?
Oh, wow.
I thought you'd like it
Oh,
since
hi,
you're a fire
Elijah.
mage.
Oh, it's nice, but
Well met, everyone.
how are you doing?
Better after some rest. And you?
That is good.
Yeah, much needed.
You have no idea. I slept very deeply. More so than a very long time. Now, how have you all been holding up this day?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
How can we help you? Anything that we can do?
Well, someone had spoken with our princess the day prior, and suggested there may be a meeting between her and the three heads of houses to fully discuss and iron out the terms of the alliance. And I was sent over here to see if that was still potentially going to be taking place or not.
Probably
I
today.
didn't. Maybe I really haven't heard word from anyone. I
Rhoynar told me this yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know about it. I fell asleep right after the battle.
Ah,
It could probably be done today.
well, would it be possible to have that done today?
I mean, aren't we heading over to House Valyris? Valyris? We can probably
Yes,
bring
we were
it
about
upstairs.
to. Good.
But with the promise of no violence, with the promise of no bloodshed, and within Rhoynar land, the princess decided to take him at face value, and led herself and her brother, as well as the Khal and his sister, to the meeting room, while I was left with the other Dothraki within the temple to, under the orders of the Khal, begin his lessons, as they partook in this private meeting. It was a few minutes later that a raven arrived, a Dothraki healer, calling for Dago, and that it was rather urgent. And I told him he's here under the express Khal's permission to begin his second day of training. And the raven, in his panic, said that it was the Khal that summons him. So Dago left, and I immediately knew something was up. So I followed, without stating as such, and I watched them ride directly towards the private meeting. I confronted them and told them, "You know this is a private meeting, right?" To which Dago affirmed, yes, he knew that, and he didn't know why he was being summoned, but he must obey his Khal's order. And it was then that I saw not only Dago, but the healer, one of their graces, all upon the meeting hall, just outside of it. I kept an eye on them, try and stop them from interfering. Honestly, my blood began to pump as this did not bode well. Until about a minute or two later, one of their Dothraki bursts open the door. Sounds of combat echo from within, and the Dothraki charge. I saw the Prince Bolud and swarmed, even as the princess fought to defend him and was vastly wounded herself. Fortunately, I did not have enough time to react, as mere moments later, the prince was slain, ganged up on. The moment that happened, the Khal ordered his men to retreat and to get on horseback. They flooded outside of the meeting hall and mounted their horses, with our princess still swinging. But the Khal made sure not to leave before uttering a few intensely disrespectful remarks about doing Rhoynar a favor.
Oh, that's a little loud.
My apologies, one moment.
I think she wanted to know why they were there the second time, and we showed up, and they were attacking.
Princess, in both her rage and sorrow, knowing that she was similarly outnumbered, yelled for them to leave, again and again, over the Khal's horrid remarks, and eventually they did retreat. In the princess's grief, she was silent for some time. But when she woke back to the world, first thing she did was turn to me and ask if there was anything I could do for her brother. I told her there was. So she told me to do anything that I could. I grabbed the prince and brought him to the temple. Started gathering all the supplies I needed. And as I was in the middle of that, only minutes later, I could hear the cries and yells of Dothraki war chants in the distance. As they approached the very temple itself, I was told by one of our very citizens that the princess was holding them back, and that I needed to run with the prince's body. So I did. And then I came here. And I believe you know the rest. It was during the altercation, when I was initially setting up within the temple, that one of your fire mages had returned, one who had initially been sent to speak with the princess. And she stated she wanted to be there for her brother's resurrection, and that the Dothraki had retreated from our lands after they ransacked the temple and found neither myself nor the body of the prince. So I was told to come back, to complete the process within our temple while under guard. So I did, and I left your temple. When I arrived, I began to set things up once again, only to, minutes later, once again hear Dothraki war cries, this time in much larger number, as they began an assault upon our lands. And once again, I was rushed to and told to retreat again. And I did, this time with the princess intercepting me, still wounded even within her warped form. It took us some time, and we had to evade the attention of the Dothraki while we were crossing our lands. We eventually wound up here, at your temple once again to complete the resurrection. Though the doors were damaged,
So they
and
did break
broken,
into them, though.
the temple remained intact.
Because in the note that he gave us, he said that he wasn't fighting the Rhoynar.
So if I were to say that the Dothraki claim that they did not fight you at all, would you laugh?
They could not find me, personally. But if you're asking if
the
they...
Rhoynish people in general.
Of course they did.
Interesting.
They assassinated the prince. They returned a second time and broke our doors.
Very well, that's all I really needed to hear.
Yeah. So they attacked the temple.
I'm going to write to House Valeris, as well as after that, House Valerion. I will pass on your message, if that's alright with you.
Of course.
We'll be going there soon then.
My apologies if I wasn't as straightforward as I ought to have been. It still gets my blood pumping just retelling the story.
Of course, this time you telling it was a bit more in detail, and I appreciate that.
Of course. Consider you all friends. Wouldn't want to hide things from you.
And we to you. Now, to drop some things.